there are a few Dark World dungeons where you actually have to you need like the green potions, because there are some dungeons where you need magic, and it's ridiculous. So we're going to catch a ferry here. So now that we have the power gauntlets, there's actually a piece of heart down there we're going to grab real quick. And the vulture is annoying as usual. Wow, he just took a shot like a champ. Good. We have the piece of heart, so now that we grab the piece of heart, we can actually venture deeper into the dungeon. Now that we have the power gauntlets, we can actually lift up these boulders and venture onward. Okay, that was pretty cheap. These rooms are annoying, but we can actually dodge these for now. So just as a fact, I beat this game about at least 20 times. I like both the SNES and the Game Boy Advance versions. The only thing I don't like about the Game Boy Advance version is that they added young Link's voice to it, and that kind of just kills it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but hearing Link going yeah every time he swings is pretty annoying. Okay, so now that we've uncovered that secret wall, there's the boss room. Here we go. And we have the boss, basically a giant sandworm. A couple of sandworms, actually. The weak spot is the head. Every time he emerges, they release rocks diagonally, so as long as you stay in the middle of them, you can't get hit. This should be the final blow. Or not. This should be the final blow. Or not. You know, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and just kill him. And now we have the second medallion. So now we have to scale Death Mountain to get the third medallion. But before we go, I'm going to do a little side quests. I'm going to actually go to Lake Hylia and grab the ice rod. The ice rod is actually one of my favorite items because you can actually freeze enemies and pick up enemies while they're frozen and kill them. So. There's a secret cave right here. We're going to just run down there. So actually, I'm going to grab the piece of heart in this little lake here. So basically, we're going to just move the chest. I believe it's the right one. Yes. That drains the lake, and then there should be a piece of heart right in the swamp. So, and there it is. We have completed our first heart container. Yay! Oh, those guys you don't want to touch. It's funny, like in Link's Awakening, we actually sprayed the magic powder on those cactus things. They're like, "Hey, man, how you doing, man?" Like they speaking like this little Caribbean accent. It's kind of weird. Oh, my man was in stealth mode. So we have to bomb this wall to get to the ice rod. double secret. So here we have the ice rod. So I'll show you guys how the ice rod works. So like I said, basically you can freeze anything and use it as a weapon. So check it out. Here we go. Bam! Crab attack. Crab attack. Who else wants some of this crab? I'm gonna kill that vulture with the crab. Oh, it's gone. So now we're going to actually go to Death Mountain now. Death Mountain, when I was a kid, it blew me away. I mean, this whole game blew me away, but just seeing like the land below you when you're actually exploring Death Mountain is breathtaking. And honestly, there hasn't been a Zelda game that can do that yet in 3D about Death Mountain. So hopefully with the new Zelda game, they can actually emphasize more on like the depth and the draw distance in the background. So, Link to the Past was the first Zelda game to start the sword tap. The sword tap is basically you go up to a wall, and so I'll let you guys listen. This is a regular sword tap, but if there's a secret cave or a wall, then it sounds like this. Actually, you know what? Maybe that was Link's Awakening that did that. Oh well. Two for one deal. Take some rupees, but don't tell me when I give them to you. This is basically it's a secret to everyone room. So you're not really supposed to find this. Yeah, Mr. Blinky, I think you're right. I don't know. It didn't make the noise for some reason. It was weird. There are a whole lot of things you weren't supposed to find, but kind of not really. But so we're going to go back to. We're going to go up to Death Mountain. So here we have another secret cave. It's just a fairy fountain, so we don't need to go in there yet. Occasionally, randomly, there are like rocks that shine. If you hit those rocks, you get rupees, but it's really rare for that to happen. Yeah, who didn't find the Manimo mother adorable? I love those things. To me, they seem like the seashells from Link's Awakening, but like actual real animals, I guess. So we're going to just dash all the way up to the village. And here's another actually, I think it's a cave right here, right? Nope. Yeah, actually there's a cave in here. And we have another piece of heart. So now that we have the power gauntlet, we can actually lift the boulder up and travel into Death Mountain. It's kind of a maze. It's not really that hard. There's the old man. He travels with you and tells you basically where to go. You turn right here, blah blah blah. The golden power is basically the Triforce. Yeah, but you can't dash with him. Huh, that's kind of funny. So for those of you who don't know, the Triforce is essentially 3 triangles of immense power. There is the Triforce of Wisdom, the Triforce of Power, and the Triforce of Courage.